What's good, YouTube? You're now tuning in live with Marky Gaming, coming at you guys with another episode of Z Fighters. On the last episode, we continued our journey through hard mode, and in this episode, I'd like to continue my journey through a regular journey mode. Just because there's a chance that we can find more HP or more um, common items, like the gray ones, that can lead to HP increasing stuff. So as you can see, our energy is not that great, so why not just use all 5 beans right now? It's pretty awesome that your energy can overflow. Shout out to my boy Broly. When we received the level 1 enhanced pack, bada bing. Not that great, but useful. Sort of the journey. And, as I'm fighting in the back, I just like to talk about some of the Z Fighter topics I'd like to talk about. That was very redundant, but one of the topics I'd like to talk about is the Z Fighters Facebook. I go on there constantly. I don't really post anything. I usually use it as a way to find out about events before actually logging into the game. I usually check the Z Fighters Facebook to see if anything's new, anything about a maintenance update or um, a new server. Whoa. They drop servers about every 3 to 4 days. Nothing new. I'm pretty sure everyone complains about them, but they don't care. I mean, save your troubles, I see so many people complaining about them. Honestly, if they wanted to stop anything about the servers, they would have done it by now. And, I think it's just ineffective. It's useless to go onto their Facebook page and complain about the servers because I don't think they will stop making servers. Like, they have so many characters in the Dragon Ball Z series, Dragon Ball series, that they can just continue doing it. And, people may complain, but what percent of players are actually on the Facebook page? Like, I used to play another mobile game where we would always talk on the forums, and then someone would actually realize, like, okay, but we're only taking this data based off people on the forums. We're not actually taking into account everybody as a whole. What everyone thinks on the Facebook might be, different than what everybody else thinks, and they don't really have the greatest support system. I see everybody's visitor posts that everyone always like complains about how the servers are bad. They are, and I'll admit, they're pretty bad sometimes. Um, People think that, they spend money on the game and they're entitled to having like awesome servers. And I honestly think that they are. They should be entitled, If players are spending money on the game, that they should be able to get, good servers. But they don't care. Like like people will post on their wall and the Z Fighters Facebook will reply, "We're working on it," And it's kind of a slap in the face. And then there's sometimes other things that I don't agree with on the Facebook, like people posting up random things and like always bashing the game. Like they always bash the new servers and they'll bash like certain events. And I guess they can do whatever they want, but it's not gonna stop, Z Fighters from doing anything. I'm just being like completely real. If you think for 1 second that a business's top priority isn't the money, then I think you're out of your mind. And people on Facebook can say that they're gonna stop topping up, but there's still gonna be people topping up. I can show you. Sometimes there's events where it'll show you how many people topped up for this event and how much they did already. But mind you, that's only in your server. There was this one server on my main account server, the Raditz one. There was one where like if you were ranked number 1 and topping up, you would get like 60 souls of Majub and like 30x souls, which are used to boost. And like the main person topped up like 37,500 like gamuts, and that's roughly like $300. And at $300 for 3 days worth is pretty good. And that's just the top player. I can only imagine what the lower servers are looking like the Goku servers, the Super Saiyan servers, and it's pretty bad. But on the Facebook, go on their Facebook, just look up Z Fighters Facebook. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Um, they will announce maintenance, they'll announce their servers, their events, but they don't really talk, they don't really message people back, stuff like that. And let's go to the dialogue real quick. Yee-haw! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Great kick! Ugh, I can finally move again. Ready to continue my search for the Dragon Balls. And we'll collect these because we can. And as you can see, boom, there's a spear. We can use that to grind, and the Kung Fu outfit. Let's just keep going with Assassin. But yeah, the Facebook, I see so many people talking about how they haven't gotten like any message back for support, and it sucks. People will always talk about how lame it is that you can't get some of the heroes already, and I admit that is pretty lame how we can't get all the heroes already. But um, you know, people always complain about the Beerus servers. Honestly, I don't think they'll do anything about it. So I think just save your breath. They're probably not gonna listen to that. And I say it like I'm depressed about it because it's pretty bad. Because this game is really fun, and games that have a great customer support, customer service system, they usually tend to do well. Like look at Clash of Clans. I don't know if that's such a great thing to say, but people spend thousands of dollars on that game. And Clash of Clans, they have a Twitter, they have a Facebook, they have everything. They reply to people. I'm sure they message everybody back, or not everybody, but everybody they can. And they listen to the fans. They listen to the people who actually play their game. And if people don't like it, then it may cause a change in the game. But if people do like it, then it'll stay. Um, you know, I'm sure this game can improve a whole lot. I believe that. I heard that they're not even licensed under like Funimation or Dragon Ball Z or Akira Toriyama, my bad. And I see people on Facebook, completely shitting on like this game, threatening to quit. Um, and for people threatening to quit on the Facebook, I don't think it's necessary for them to go on the Facebook and be like, "Oh, you guys didn't do this. Well, that's it. I'm quitting the game." Just go peacefully. Like, stop giving them the attention they crave. I'm sure they love the attention, bad or good. I'm sure they just eat it all up. You know, they're not gonna change anything about VIP level 15. They're not gonna do. They're not gonna compensate us with S rank heroes, S rank gear. This game will tend to the players who top up more. Like as much as I love being a free to play player, um, the game will never be in my favor. So, I'm just straight shooting that games will always tend to players who pay, and that's no, you know, hidden fact or anything, but it's just like that. The Beerus servers, they've been saying for the past month that they're going to try to optimize the servers. yet you will still get kicked out. You still will not be able to um, to enter it. You'll still get unstable internet connection. I haven't got an invalid token in a while, but I'm sure it'll pop up soon, you know? Sometimes this game doesn't even play on my girlfriend's iPad, which I tried playing a couple times when I'm at her house, and it doesn't work. It always quits. And you know, more so or not, they will put the blame on you. You know, ooh, we leveled up, and I don't agree with that. You know, try offering other solutions to the game. Like, don't say, "Oh, I couldn't do this," and then they'll be like, "Oh, did you check your internet connection?" Blah 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 blah. And it's just like, oh, come on. They don't. They don't. They're not helpful, really. Like they're helpful when they for sure know what's wrong. Like people when they first top up, you get that Goku from Yardrat. You know, people will always post on the Facebook like, "Oh, hey, I didn't get it. Like, where is it at?" And then you all you have to do is go to your souls and revive them. And that's one of the things that they will, you know, actually say. You know, there's all these posts like on the visitors, like if you click on visitors wall or visitors post, you'll see that most of the questions answered will all be answered by fellow Facebook members, which make this awesome. But they will answer what they want to answer. Like I remember looking through their last like posts. I always read the visitor post, and I check the comments to see if Z Fighters themselves like reply, and they don't. Like the last thing they saw was, how does somebody get a Neko Majin, which is like a Goku, like a cat, a Majin cat in a Goku suit, and the way to get it is by reaching VIP level 10, and like, of course they would answer that question because that requires people to pay. You know, like oh here's an incentive to buy, you know, gamuts. Like I'm looking through the Facebook right now and I'm clicking on 2 comments on everything, 1 comment, and it's never anything from them. You know, it's kind of sad. And I'm not saying that they have to reply to everybody, but I'm recording this episode on October 2nd, and I'm on September 24th, and I've only seen one of them or one reply from them, and it was the Neko Majin one. And look at that, we just defeated another one. You defeated the Red Ribbon Army all by yourself. Yep, some of them just ran away. The scary Red Ribbon Army. Destroyed just like that. I can barely believe it. Such incredible power. So we got more gamuts. Much more gamuts. We got more places to grind. Look at that, hand wraps. Ninja suit. Oh, Trident and Red Ribbon uniform. This will be fun. I will grind all day. Not really, but I will probably grind tomorrow. I'll just do the Hell's Gate and tend to my main account. But yeah, that's all I had. It's just a little Facebook rant. You know, sorry if it sounds a little depressing, but yeah, I just had to get it off my chest that the Z Fighters Facebook is a place to get informed and it's a place to get dissed. More or less. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed listening to me talk. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Bye.